Well, have you ever wondered why some people achieve their goals no matter how hard they are? Or have you ever wondered why some people do not actually achieve their goals no matter how small they are? And Asabolo Sholang, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Nasha Leba Winket, your host kama kawaida, and today welcome to my space where we're just going to talk about goals, achieving them, and why, the reasons why we have set the goals, why, what fuels us to achieve whatever it is that we have written down. So before I get into it, I want to take this opportunity to say asanteni sana to all my subscribers. Guys, we are really growing and I really truly appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me. So if you have not subscribed to Nkaulele TV Kenya, kindly go to your YouTube. On your search part, just type in Nkaulele TV Kenya. Subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to like, to share, and also, if you want to engage with us, you can leave a comment down below. And also do not forget, to visit us on our social media platforms. We are Nkaulele TV and Nkaulele TV Kenya on all our social media platforms. So let's get into it before I take your time. So, why do we have goals? What makes us have goals? For you to actually achieve something, you have to have a push. You have to have a reason why. Okay? And before you get into it, there are some steps that you actually need to consider for you to be able to harness that power of movement, for you to achieve whatever it is that is set as your goal. Number one, know your reasons. You really actually need to know why you need to do this. Is it because of my family? Is it because of my health? Is it because of my life? Is it because of my children? Is it because of my boss? What is the reason? Why? Why do I have to have these goals? You need to understand the reasons behind it. Okay? If you're doing it for someone, then will they notice? If it is for you, what will it change in your life? Will it make your life better? Will it take you to another step in your life? Why? Okay, you need to understand the reason why you need to do this, why you need to have that goal. Number two, you need to connect with your values. Okay, when your values actually resonate with the reason as to why you need that goal, it is easier for you. Things will just lock in. When your values and your goals actually, go through this, they're the same, like the A and B, like they're the same. It will give you more meaning. It will give you purpose. Okay, so it will be easier for you to actually go and achieve whatever goal it is you're working on. But if your values do not go with your goals, already there is a step, there is a bump, something is amiss. Okay, if what you're thinking about and what you do towards that goal does not match, there is no way you can achieve it. So make sure they actually resonate. Number three, create a personal vision statement. There is power in writing something. Okay, I don't know if it's just me. Have you ever gone to the office in the morning or whatever it is that you do in your field of work, and you write whatever you need to do that day? Okay, you just write it down. Then each time you achieve something, you cancel out or you tick. There's so much power in it. Today should be better than yesterday. For me, it is just that simple. Whatever I do today, it does not matter. It is not just my work. It is not just my health. It is not my kids, not my family. It's why can't I be better today than yesterday? That is what I live by. Today has to be better than yesterday. Number four, visualize your future. Simple. Think of you have achieved that goal, the kind of life you are setting up. Just think about it and use that to push yourself forward. When you have a target to something, okay, and you know why you put it down. Today, say goal number one is to get a better job or something. You put it down and you visualize. I got a better job. I got better pay. I got myself a better car. I bought myself a house. I didn't even take a mortgage. I paid for it. I have 2 kids. We're working on the loan that we have worked on. When you visualize your goal and the achieving position where you've just achieved it, that should be reason enough for you to, work towards your goal. You have known what you need from this dream. You know what it is you want. And then you just look at how beautiful your target looks when you're done with it. Oh my God. It gives you pleasure. It gives you a certain joy to just work towards it, okay? And number 5, simple, keep a journal. Well, most of us don't write. I don't know. Some people just hate writing things. But there is power. I've just said in a previous point, there's power in writing things. When your goal is actually to achieve, say for instance, you're a baker. Let me use an example of something that I've worked with. I'm a baker by profession. I'm a pastry chef. And when I was working for the companies that I worked with, I've always said, like, when I look at how chefs, the ones that are above me, they were being called, and a client is like, oh my God, thank you so much. My family has appreciated what you've done for us. Here's a tip for you. And I know that would have been me. It always kept me pushing towards having my own bakery. Okay? But before I go to where I am 12 years later, I always write. Today, I got this order by so and so. I've never done such a cake, but I'm gonna hack it. I don't have these things, so I'm gonna, adjust. I'll bake a bit more, do this. I will always write my steps. And I still do it till today. Till today. When someone has given me a challenge, I'll put it down. But because I have a certain goal, I'll check, are all steps to taking me there, are they adding up? If I have to wake up, if the cake they sent me is from, I don't know, UK or whatever, towards achieving that particular cake, I'll have to put it down. One, it helps me with reference. Next time I come back, I know what I took, how much time it took, what I did for me to be able to achieve it. Put down your goals, the small steps that you take before you achieve that goal. Make sure you put it down. Number 6, set your milestones and always celebrate small wins. Let me tell you, you have to learn how to appreciate small. Before you get big, you will always have small steps. Remember, I've just talked about writing down your steps, writing down the goals, the tiny things that you had to do to achieve that goal. Now, every time you have a win, every time something takes you closer to that goal, you have to actually celebrate. Set a milestone. There's someone that I work with very closely, and he tells me a lot about putting time frames into everything that I do. Okay? And it really helps, because now your goal is not, listen, I might have a dream of buying a Lamborghini, for instance. But right now I have a bike. Tomorrow I'll have a motorcycle. The next day I'll have NZD. Next day I'll have a Voxy or something. Next I'll have a Land Rover. I'll grow. Every step means something. My goal is the Lamborghini. But that does not mean I have not grown a step just because I have a motorbike now. It does not mean my NZD is nothing. No. I had to go through that for me to actually get to the goal. But then I have to have set my milestones. And then each of them, once I'm done, I celebrate. As long as it is taking me to the goal, I have to celebrate. You need to learn to celebrate small things. People just look at big things and you forget that big thing is a calculation of 1 + 1 before you get to 100. You had to start from somewhere. Okay? Those small wins are the best. They mean something. They mean growth. They mean that you're growing towards something bigger. Every day, even just in my life, I used to tell myself, at the age of so and so, I want to be done with something. And honestly speaking, I'll work towards that. I will work towards it kabisa, na nifike. But then what? Because I hear people say, by the time I'm 40, I need to be sleeping. I need things to work for me. Sweetheart, you will achieve that dream. But the minute you're there, you'll stagnate because that's it. I personally believe if I achieve a certain goal that I was working on, then I have to step up. I have to go bigger. My next dream should be bigger than that I've just done. You cannot have a fitness goal of reaching 80 kgs. You've worked out, you've been dieting, then you hit 80 kgs and then you go back sleeping, go back to your bad eating habits and expect things to work miraculously. No. The fact that you're at 80 means you have double work. Now you have to maintain that. You have to work harder towards making sure it will never be 81. Number 7, stay inspired. You cannot dream of buying a Lamborghini and you're hanging out with people who have no such dreams, people who will keep telling you, come on, really? And why would you want a Lamborghini? That car is too low, that car is too fast, it will kill you, that car is too expensive, how will you be feeling, how is true? What? You have to hang out with people who resonate with your goals. You have to hang out with people who inspire you. You have to look for motivation from people who are at where you're going. There's this quote I was listening to, and this guy was saying, whatever you put in your mind now is who you will be 5 years from now. Okay? There's nothing wrong with what you listen to. It is your thing. But will it grow you in 5 years? Is whatever you're listening to what will inspire your growth? You have to be very careful. Whatever poison you listen to, whatever good thing you listen to is an outcome that we'll see in the next 5 years. And that is why it is important to look at inspirations, things that will help your growth towards your goal, something that will push you, something that will take you there. But if you're looking at something that is lower than your dream, then your dream is not your dream. You're working towards the wrong goal. Okay? Number 8, you have to remind yourself daily. This is my goal. You have to sing it like an anthem. There's a reason why anthems are sung at every event that the government is hosting. You have to remind yourself what it means to you. You have to remind yourself where you're going. You have to remind yourself every day. There's something that we call daily affirmations. Those are the things that can help you push towards your goal. Affirm to yourself. Tell yourself, I am good enough to buy that Lamborghini. My account will get there. You have to remind yourself every day, because then you're telling yourself, in case I was sleeping, now I have to work towards this. No matter what, I have to own that Lamborghini. It does not matter how long it will take me, but that's my goal and I have to go there. Number 9, stay accountable. There are those people that you're close to, those people that you share your dreams with. You're not going to tell them everything, but they have an idea of how your goal looks like. Be accountable. Tell them, this is how far I've come. This is how far I've grown. Be accountable. Tell someone about that thing. Number 10, practice compassion. I'm one person who beats myself so hard, especially when I find a setback. It just kills me. It destroys me. But I have learned to be compassionate about some failures. Let me tell you something about life. Life, it's not something you can control. It happens to you. Life is what happens to you. It's not something you plan. Okay? So sometimes towards your goal, you have setbacks. You have things that pull you down. You have friends that will disappoint you. You have jobs that will go. You have your health that might just, deteriorate. Things that you have stumbling blocks. But someone once said, failure does not mean unsuccessful. It is actually something that motivates you and builds you towards success. When you look at it like that, then you are sure, no matter the stumbling blocks, no matter what roadblocks I come to, that is my goal. I'll still get there. Yes, today I'm not feeling well. I couldn't go to the office. Yes, today I could not afford to fuel this car. Yes, today I could not, be the person that I am supposed to be. But that is today. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow I have to be better than yesterday. When you think about things like that, then there's no failure in life. It's just a setback. And who said setbacks cannot be, fixed? But when you say that's enough because you just find a block over here and you fall down and you say no more rising up, I'm done, then forget your goal. I've been listening to some podcasts and I was thinking, if for once Kobe thought, I'm just tired today, I'm not gonna play, I'll be on the bench, let someone else do it. If someone like Shaquille was like, yo, I'm the greatest, that's enough, I'm done. If someone like Serena Williams, just was hitting those 2 tennis balls and, just one and the other person won, was like, I'm done. I'm done. I've been beaten. I'm done. Do you think if Kipchoge said, I have lost this, then I'm done, there will be greats? Think about it. If those people gave up just because they found a stumbling block, will we be saying, I'm looking up to so and so, I have so and so that I'm looking up to? No. Because they said, I am down today, but tomorrow I'm going to be better. That's why we can sit down and say, I'm going to be listening to Oprah because she knows. I'm going to, read more about Einstein because he knows. If those people gave up, then we cannot have people who we are looking up to. So do not look at your setbacks as failure. Look at them as steps towards your success. Well, number 11, reflect and adjust. Sometimes our goals can be too big, they scare us. And by the way, if your goal is too big and it scares you, then that is the right goal. Sometimes our goals are so big that looking at them scares someone. And someone is like, oh God, how did I even say this is my goal? Sometimes you actually adjust goals. As long as they are not meaningful to you at that particular time, you have to sit back and readjust. There is no shame in adjusting on your way towards a goal. Reflect, think about it this way. Yes, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that Lamborghini. But if I need to buy that, then I need to save money. But when I was doing my first priority, when I was doing my goals, I didn't have a place where I said, instead of me using a matatu, I'll put that money in the jar. It was always I'll use a matatu, go to work, get to work, But when I reflect right now, and I feel like the 120, I can always put the 20 bob in my car pass for securing my Lamborghini. There's no shame. It makes meaning right now. It gives me sense for me to readjust my goal. So each time you reflect on your goal and you feel like you need to adjust. Nothing is wrong with adjusting towards your goal. So last but not least, commit to learning. Lifetime learning. Let me tell you, I don't know who told us that after school you're done learning. My friend, if you're at a position where you're not learning anything right now in your life, you're a failure. I don't know why people feel like if you ask, if you learn, something is wrong with you. That person who's not asking questions because they don't get things, that person who's always, laughing at people who are asking questions is the foolish one. I'll not even lie to you. You have to embrace the mind of someone who keeps learning every day. Lifelong learning. There's nothing that stops in life. Continuously you learn something new each and every day. Look at your life. Seriously, sit down. Just look at your life. How you're walking past someone and there's something that happens, you're like, oh, okay, wow. You learn every day. If you look at your life, you are learning. You're in the learning process each and every day. And that is what shapes you to be who you are, where you want to go. Learn. Everything you learn, put it here. You still have your goal. But if you're not learning every day, then that means you're not improving. And if you're not improving, then you're not achieving, you're not moving. Okay? You need to have steps in place for you to go to where you want to go. And before I leave, there's something that you call why. Why am I doing this? And if you don't have a why in your life, something is totally wrong with you. Why is the fuel that pushes us to do things? Why do I need to get up in the morning? Why do I need to call so and so? Why do I need to buy a new car? Why do I need to take my kids to school? Why is the reason why we wake up. And if your why is not taking you a step further, then your why is not your why. If your why is not making your dreams shake, is not shaking you from bed, then your why is the wrong why. You need to know why you're doing some things. Why am I even talking to you right now? Why am I having breakfast? Why do I need to jog in the morning? Your why is the fuel that fuels your car towards your goal. So in everything that I've spoken about today, the one thing that I want you to carry home, if you will not carry anything else, is why. Why do I need this? Why am I breathing? Why did God give me another chance today? Why? And if you know answers to your why, then you're growing. But remember this, if your why does not shake you from your bed, if your why does not make you see your goal, then your why is a wrong why. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me here at my space. I hope to be joining you again soon. Take care of yourselves. And for those that have not subscribed to Nkaulele TV Kenya, kindly do so. Do not forget to like, share, comment. And also, you can also be able to, get in touch with us on our social media platforms. We are Nkaulele TV and Nkaulele TV Kenya on all our social media platforms, apart from TikTok, where we are Nkaulele 4. So, see you again soon. And do not forget, your why is the most important thing. It is what fuels you to achieve your goal. Bye-bye.